Hey everybody, got my box of supplies in today, so I'm gonna open it up while I video. So here we go. This is the one that's got the Mount Vision pastels. So new to me pastels. All right. Get this opened here. Oop, no, it's not gonna work. All right. All the packing supplies. Okay. Also some other not so exciting things. Some good rubber cement. Supposed to be better than the Elmer's brand. This is just like white Elmer's glue. Only it's good for book binding. It's buffered. It's pH neutral. So good for archival quality and making more of the sketchbooks at a later time, so it's kind of a future thing. More of the HB charcoal. I find I go through that one the fastest. Let's see, some more packing. Got a couple of pastel pencils. Got another black, because I use that one a lot, and the other one is some sort of yellow, which will come in handy for the frog painting I'm doing right now. So, I don't know if you got a good view of those. Put those down. Now here are the pastels. I'm going to move the box out of the way, and I'm going to move the focus. All right, here we go. Nifty little box. Oh, they have nice little foam inserts. I saved these. Ooh, look at these colors. So nice green there. Doesn't give the color, just the number, 390. And then this is a dark blue, so that one's a bit crumbly, 540. And then, whoops, that one also broke. Kind of a gray purple. Let me see, I'm looking at the packing list. Dark blue, purplish, gray violet 230, and gray violet 231. Let's see, what else did I get? Gently set those on there. As you can see, they're quite soft. And I gotta be better than the box, maybe. Okay, oh, here's some more of the purples. Ooh, look at those. Beautiful dark purples. What's this? 514. 514 is the dark blue purplish. Ooh, so that one's gonna be nice to play with. And then the 600 is purple gray. That one right there. Looks more purple than gray to me, but that's all right. And then the 670, I'm looking through the colors and I'm not seeing where it says 670. Oh, that's the Thunderstorm Violet. Ooh, that'll be nice. And then 514, this is the dark blue purplish. Okay, so that'll be very interesting to use. These are very, very solid pastels. And then last but not least, ooh, here's some lighter grays. So the 233 is gray violet. That's that one right there. And oops, the 232 broke. And that is another gray violet, so just a little darker. And this one is 451. Looking down the list here, warm gray. What's this one? 230. Gray violet, so another along those lines. And 640 is, oh, I don't know, it's there somewhere, I'm sure. I don't see it, but it's very blue. Is that Thunderstorm Gray? No, we already found that one. Thunderstorm Blue, 640. This is Thunderstorm Blue. So, you know, I had to get it just for that name. That's a nice kind of a dull blue, not dull in a bad sense, but as in not vivid. So grayed back? I'm not sure how you want to say it. Anyway, so there you have it. I will let you know how these work. Like I said, they're very soft, as you can see. They're very heavy, so lots of pigment. And, well, there you go. Now I gotta go wash my hands. Talk to you guys later. As I showed you guys earlier, I got some NuPastels in today from Mountain Vision. So it's a new to me variety. So there is the pastel, if I can get it to focus on it. And I thought it would be neat to show you what the colors look like on paper, as well as compare them to some other types. So here is the Mountain Vision. And for example, this is a Sennelier. Oh, and that just doesn't want to focus, does it? Let me see if I can get this to focus here, guys. There we go. Okay, here's a Sennelier. So you can see about the same length, but Sennelier is a lot thinner. This is a NuPastel. All right, so Prismacolor brand. This one here is a piece of a Great American Artworks. So you can see that it's a bit chunkier and square. I do like the square because they don't roll off surfaces as easily. But I'm gonna put that down then. Let's see, this is a unison. So the unisons are quite a bit shorter this way and a little bit thicker, I think, around. They tend to be kind of fat in the middle. So that'll give you size differences, and I'll get price comparisons up there. Look at colors here. If I look, well, let's look at texture first. So here is Mountain Vision, and this is Great American Artworks. Great American Artworks is very talc-like. I mean, just silky smooth. The Mountain Vision feels a little grittier, but seems to be still really soft. So I would still consider the Great American Artworks a little softer. It's smoother than a unison, though. Unison pastels, the ones I've gotten so far have been quite gritty. And the Senneliers are just quite crumbly. This is one of the few I've gotten to stay in the stick. This is a iridescent white, which is kind of fun to play with. But, all right, let's see. This is 670, which is Thunderstorm Violet, which is a nice, dark, rich color there. What else have we got here? I've got a 600, which is purple gray, which when I look at my other purples, it's really right in line. So I would be excited to see their regular purple. For example, this is a, need to adjust the focus again, don't I? There we go. Whoops, see, now it just broke. This is a Great American Artworks purple. So yeah, I guess it is a little duller than that. So there you go. Set that down. Excuse the noise outside. We've got some earth movers going on out in front of the house. All right, 230 is a gray violet. So darker gray violet. Love this. Whoops, there goes. What you didn't see is that it hit the cat. So, all right, let me get that up there. All right, so that was Gray Violet, was the 230, which is very nice. Nice warm gray. Can't wait to use that one. 233 is another Gray Violet, so ooh, that's pretty. Nice, very light gray, warm gray. 232 is one step darker, also nice. But it's a good step darker, I like that. This is 231. So, yeah. A little darker still. Let's see, 451, which is a warm gray. So different than the violet, the gray violets, as you can see. It's almost, to me, I don't know if you can tell there, it looks greenish in comparison, even though it's a warm gray. That's interesting. 540. 540. I'm not seeing 540. Am I looking at the right? Yeah, it says 540. Oh, there it is, Midnight Blue. Right in front of me. It's a nice, kind of a grayish blue. 640 is Thunderstorm Blue. I admit I got the Thunderstorm Blue and Thunderstorm Violet mainly because of the name. So Thunderstorm Blue is a little warmer to me than the Midnight Blue. Let's see, 451. I've got warm gray already. 390. I don't see a 390. I didn't write it down. 390. Well, let's look at this. This is a greenish, very dark greenish. I'll have to look and see what that is. 514 is up there. Dark blue purplish. This thing is practically black. I can just barely see some bluish around the edge. So that's going to be fun to play with. Dark green. So 390 is just dark green. So write that dark green. And 390. So there you go. That's what they look like on paper. As you can see, they're quite soft. Maybe not as soft. Like this is a Great American Artworks, and Great American Artworks is just buttery soft. These are great for, the way I use them is last details on things, coming back in and either pushing back the darks or picking out little highlights. But they're buttery soft. Here is a NuPastel, so a little harder. I use these a lot for underpaintings and just getting started. Let's see, Sennelier, I'll show you this iridescent white. I don't know, it's right at the bottom of your screen there. It's kind of sparkly. Really comes off as a very gray on your paper. But there you go. A little bit of a comparison. I don't know if you can see, that's really sparkly. It's very cool. Mountain Vision pastels, and then compared them to NuPastels. Oh, here's the Unison. Unison again is also very soft. Not as soft to me as the Great American, but comparable, I think, to Mountain Vision. So Mountain Vision, Unison, very similar. Unison being grittier to me, the ones I've gotten, and it can vary, it seems, from color to color. And this little bit is a small pastel and paint maker on Instagram, Jasper Stardust. If you like to support people directly, he's a good one to go to. Let's see, I think that's really it. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, post them down below. Email me directly, and I will do my best to get them answered. Talk to you guys later. Woo!